hello. We are go for launch. I just have to do this real quick. Eep. And then I just have to eep. And then I just have to eep. All right, perfect. Now we scale that window. I think we're good. Hold on, there's a small you know what? That's fine like it is for now. Anyways, hello everybody. I hope you all are doing well today. Welcome to my live stream. I am officially live streaming. In case you didn't know. In case you didn't know, I am officially live streaming. So, hi. I hope you all are doing well today. It's pretty much it's just Ollie. Ollie has been just speaking Rick Astley in the live stream from what I gather. What the heck is this? What the hell? Hold on. Do this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Okay, perfect. Now I have both my chat streams on two different things, so that way I can see two different things. But hello. Hi everybody, I hope you all are doing well today. So, hello Ollie, appreciate you being here. Hello Jelly, I appreciate you being here too. And that's the story so far. I hope you both are doing well today. I hope everything's going well for you. I hope you're having a fantastic day. That is the most important part to me, to make sure you guys are good. And if anything, as long as you're doing good, then I'm doing good too. So, thank you for stopping by. It always means a lot to me when you guys can come in early and just say hi and what's up and all this good stuff. I'm keeping up my being early to every live stream I attend, and I appreciate that, Ollie. Honestly, it's a very good it's a very commendable record to the fact that like you may not stay a long time in the live stream, but you definitely are here at the beginning. And sometimes, you know, that's one of the most important things, I must admit. Excuse me. I ate a sandwich not too long ago because I wanted to make sure that I don't get hungry. So I need to make sure that I don't get hungry. Should I do karaoke? I've been kind of thinking about it actually. I don't really want to do it right now. I've kind of have been exploring the idea of doing more VR chat related stuff, like going to different VR chat worlds and whatnot, because yeah, I like chatting and all this good stuff, but I want to do more engaging stuff. I want to do more cool things, you know? So I will probably focus on doing more worlds where doing more live streams where I'm just like kind of like just going about and doing some crazy things and whatnot. But I do like the idea of anything. I will probably put that in consideration for sure. I mean, I remember the last time I did a live stream and how the last time I did karaoke, and that was pretty fun, all things considered. There's a fan above me. I just realized that. There's a fan above me. I'm like legitimately enamored by the fan. That's kind of, I'm like a child. I literally just look at something and I'm just like, chat, you all want to look at the fan with me? Here, let's look at the fan together. You see it? There's a fan above me. Just remember, if there's any hard circumstances you may be going through right now, remember that there's always a fan above you that can provide you a sense of cooling air. That's literally what a fan does. Turn that back on. Anyways, how's everybody doing? I hope how are you all doing? How are you, Ollie? How are you, Jelly? And hello, Catboy-san. 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 I hope you're doing well too. Either way, I see more people coming into chat. I also have my other chat open right here because I have both of them open at the same time because I'm trying to make sure that I can see everybody the best way I can. I'm feeling good. I'm happy to hear that, Ollie. I'm glad that you're feeling well. That's important to me. Hi, Catboy-san. Again, I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Finally made it to one of these. Hello, Lord Perturabo. Have I seen... your name sounds familiar. Have you been mostly in my short form videos, or... your name does seem familiar, and I guess you probably were in one of my live streams not too long ago, maybe some time ago. But regardless, though, I'm happy that you're here again. Thank you for stopping by. It does mean a lot to me. Long week of night shift. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. I can truly attest to the matter of like work and how crazy it can be sometimes. But you know what? One of the most important things you have to remember is that you got through it. Congratulations. You won. Also, guys, do you notice like in this world in particular, it's making my eyes be a little more pronounced. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm also not necessarily opposed to it. You know what I mean? Either way, I'm happy that you're here. Congratulations on your long shift to work. I know it sucks, and I know I had to do that too for a lot of days, but regardless though, you did it, and I'm very proud of you. So, good job on you. Good job. I didn't even realize that you were live. If you guys see my eyes closed, by the way, it's because I'm trying to look down at my TV screen to look, as opposed to using the controller. One of the things you all must realize is that if I use my right controller too much and press the button, then the controller starts going haywire. Another thing I've also realized too is that if I shake my hands a little too much, then the controllers just absolutely go haywire. And the worst part is that I talk with my hands, so more often than not, these controllers go absolutely nuts because I'm trying to like accentuate a point, and they're just like, it's like in the next like stratosphere or something like that. They have actually been behaving really well right now, but because I said that, watch them go absolutely buck wild when I least expect it. Regardless though, I'll take my blessing while I can. Anyways, I didn't even realize that you were live. I was scrolling and I saw one of your vids and your profile pic show live. Well, hi Christopher the Goofy Man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. And hi Bot Reporter. Hi, Bot Reporter. I appreciate you being here too. Thank you for stopping by. It means a lot to me. Still can't say my name right. Okay, so do me a favor then. I want you to like literally. How do I want you to do this? I want you to literally like in a phonetic sense type it out. You know how you do like you probably like per dash ter dash ob dash bo. If that's how it is. Like I want to make sure I can say the name right. But if I make the mistake constantly, which I can do oftentimes with these usernames, then help me out a little bit. Help me help you. And I'll still screw it up anyways. I'm trying here, okay? I'm trying. Anyways, this is all simulation. Wake up for your own good. Wake up. I am an NPC. I saw the code. If you don't wake up soon, you'll be lost forever. Wake up. You know what? If I'm going to be lost in this world, then I guess I don't necessarily mind being lost, if that makes sense. So, come on. I like to be an anime girl. And if that means basically that I'm going to be stuck in the Matrix forever, well, this isn't really a bad life to live in the Matrix now, is it? Anyways, hi, Oru. Oru the Experiment. I want to make sure I said that correctly. But hello. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Why does your character have jiggle physics, bro? Whoa, Bot Reporter. You want to know the craziest thing? It's called being a female. Well, I'm not a female in real life, but as an anime girl, yes. Did you know that breasts in real life also jiggle too when people move their chest? Crazy, I know! Isn't that wild? Oh my gosh! If you didn't know that, then I'm glad you do now. So I'm happy I'm able to educate you at the very least, you know? Tomorrow you go to work. Well, Jelly, I wish when you go to work tomorrow, I wish you the absolute best of luck on your shift, and I hope it goes seamless, smooth, and overall just no hard complications, if you catch my drift. Hi, I'm a Uno Galaxy reverse card. My name is Galaxy. Hi, Galaxy. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for stopping by. So you're like an Uno reverse card that I can effectively use as I so please. Can I like, if I have like a troll come in my live stream, can I just like pull up your name, be like Galaxy Uno, Galaxy Reverse, just put your name up, and get that person out of here. I mean, if it works that way, then it works, you know. So, but I appreciate you being here nonetheless. Per ter abo, is that correct? He's from Warhammer. Oh, okay, I gotcha. I personally have never really been into Warhammer 40k myself. I know there's a huge, and I mean huge, following for Warhammer 40k. I have nothing against it. I think the armor designs, I think like all the character designs are absolutely amazing. It's like peak masculine male, you know what I mean? But like, it's so funny because a lot of people like, personally, I'm a huge Helldivers fan, and a lot of people draw a lot of comparisons from Helldivers to Warhammer 40k, but obviously Warhammer 40k has been around way longer than Helldivers ever has been. But regardless though, I think I like the character designs a lot. They're just big, meaty men, and they just do crazy things, you know, for the Emperor and stuff like that. So, I could never really get into Space Marine, that game at least. I tried to play for a bit, but it never really caught my attention personally. Regardless though, I'm glad you have that interest. That's pretty cool actually. Let me put this to world so I can kind of move the camera if I see fit. He's from Warhammer. Ah, a boy, that's a girl. I'm sorry. See, that's why I have the other chat so I can see when people come in. Hi, Huggy and Co. Hi, Huggy and Co. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Why is my hair went crazy? My hair is fixed now. But thank you for being here. I do appreciate that a lot. Say my name! Huggy and Go! Huggy and Go! Did I do it? Did I do it right? Anyways, I'm a lurk. Well, thank you, Ollie. I still appreciate you being first as always. So thank you so much thank you so much for being here, if anything. Did you know that Han's ketchup is red because of the tomatoes, not because of the 100 tons of crayons in them? No way. Oh man, I always thought to myself that whenever I would eat, you mean Heinz, right? Also, first off, you mean Heinz, H-E-I-N-Z. I know that because I work at a grocery store and I see Heinz all the time. But secondarily speaking, dang it, I really thought that I was eating red crayon this whole time. You're telling me that red sauce, that red coloring, is tomato in ketchup? Oh, I'm boycotting Heinz. I suggest you all boycott Heinz right now. I thought it was all red crayon this whole time. You're telling me it's not red crayon? Oh, man, I'm gonna have a really hard talk with my management team when I tell them all, guys, did you know that Heinz ketchup is not made with tomatoes? It's made with red crayon. No, it's the other way around. All right, I'm done with that joke. I'm done with that joke, but that was pretty funny though. I'm gonna give you that. Yeah, it said it. One more time. I gotta read it. I'm gonna read it one more time. Perturabo. 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 I will try to get that right and then watch you screw it up again probably like sometime down the road. But thank you for the clarification. I appreciate it. You know, I'm gonna find a kaiju VRC avatar. That sounds like a pretty cool idea, actually. And I'm sure, I guarantee you all the kaijus, like from the Godzilla series, are most definitely in VR chat. If you go to Prismic's avatar search, there's a very high chance you'll probably find it, most likely. Otherwise, you can probably find a specific kaiju Godzilla world, or just find a kaiju of your own. I'm sure there's a lot of OCs out there that are also kaijus in VR chat, so I wish you luck on your findings, though. Hi, Ninja Bricks. Hi, Ninja Bricks. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. What a beautiful night sky. It's very nice, isn't it? You see all like you see the stars and everything as they fall down, plus the rain. You guys also don't really see it, but there's water. There's water like underneath that is actually I could probably move the camera up, but I don't want to look up like this. It's kind of weird. Regardless though, I picked this world deliberately because it seemed like a nice chill world. I got my lo-fi playing in the background, and overall I just want to give you guys a chance to, you know, just have a chill and relaxing live stream, you know? I feel like lo-fi is one of the easiest musics to play because it's so easy to talk into, and it's just so easy to vibe and be casual into, you know what I mean? That's why I always try to refer to it whenever I can. Regardless though, I'm glad that you like the background at least. And thank you for saying my avatar is cool. I do appreciate that a lot. I very much love this avatar. It's my absolute favorite. I found it out of a sheer random chance, but you know what? I love it so much so. And you know, I always say this many times because a lot of people always think to themselves like, wait a minute, this person sounds like a dude. Yes, I am a dude. But at the same time too, when I'm in VR, I'm a female. And you know what? That's fine. VR is an escape from reality. It gives you a chance to be able to be who you want to be. You shouldn't feel like you have to be prejudiced or you have to feel like you're discriminated in some way just because you choose to be something that you're not in the real world. And you know what? A lot of people actually use VR as a way of trying to find themselves in terms of identity, in terms of sexuality sometimes. There's a lot of different means and a lot of different tools that VR can help you with. And especially when it comes to the social aspect. VR is such a huge social tool, and what better way of doing it than to do it in VR chat, like where I'm hosting all of this right now. So thank you so much for the compliment from my avatar. I always appreciate it, and thank you. It does mean a lot to me. Wait, if you're in the chat and you're on the screen, how are you in two places at once? So Huggy and Co, I actually have a bot that every I think minute sends a random message to you all. So these random messages are to ensure that you guys can get information that I want you to know. Like, if you guys feel nervous to chat, then please ask me a question. I love answering questions, but I don't want anybody to feel excluded or feel left out. I want people to feel involved in my chat. I want them to feel like that I'm gonna speak to them and actually make it feel like they're committed to what I'm trying to offer. So the bot is constantly rotating through predetermined messages, so you'll probably see the messages repeat at some point. But I think there's some crucial information in those messages, so I do suggest you read them from time to time. It's my B-Day. Happy birthday, Jackson Castle! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to... Wait, hold on. Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to... Wait, the camera's right here. As I was saying, happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! No, I'm just kidding. Get out of here, Sledgehammer. You're gonna sledge my hammer if you catch my drift. No, I shouldn't have said that. Regardless, though, happy birthday to you. I hope you have a fantastic birthday, and I hope, if anything, you get everything that you want and more. And, of course, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it a lot. Do you like Lilo and Stitch? So, I'm gonna be on the up and up with you all. I'm not really like a show watcher, and especially like it's been like this like even as a young kid. And now I know I'm 29, and I've had all the opportunity in the world to watch Lilo and Stitch, but just I just don't watch things. Like I haven't watched a lot of Disney movies, to be honest, but I know a lot of people do love Lilo and Stitch, especially obviously Stitch. I remember there was bit of backstory. I live in Central Florida, and that by extension means I live right next to Disney World. And oftentimes I would go to Magic Kingdom, and they had one particular ride called the Lilo and Stitch ride. That was actually a reimagined ride from the movie Alien. And Alien, as you all probably know, is a very scary movie. So the Lilo and Stitch ride was still kind of scary. Like, I rode it, and I was like scared, because you're just sitting down, and it's more of an interactive experience. It's not really like an actual ride. It's an interactive experience. But Stitch is like roaming around and like avoiding being caught and stuff like that. And then he eventually does get caught. And it's a cute little ride. But when I looked at it when I was younger, it scared the hell out of me. But these days, I can't say like I have a huge appeal to Lilo and Stitch personally, because I just don't have a huge appeal to watching anything in general. So that's just me. So I don't really have an opinion on Lilo and Stitch. I think Stitch is a very cute character, but overall, I can't really put my 2 cents in the matter, so sorry. Roller, do you know what TF2? Of course I know what TF2 is. Team Fortress 2? What a classic game. I know this is kind of bad to say, but I actually pirated it before it became free. And that was like back in like 2009. Like Team Fortress 2 became free to play around like, I want to say 2012, 2013. Like it was actually a long time ago these days, but I actually tried to play Team Fortress 2 back when it was still $20, and I didn't have $20, and I played on my really crappy laptop. But I love the idea of the game, like class-based system, you know, shooters. Everybody has a specific role. For the really crappy experience that I had, I actually enjoyed myself and had a fun time. Unfortunately, these days there's a lot of hero-based shooters out there these days, like Overwatch and Marvel Rivals. Like me personally, I play Marvel Rivals when I actually do play it. But Team Fortress 2 will forever be cemented as a pure hero shooter classic. It was a class-based shooter, technically, not really a hero shooter. But regardless, though, I'm ecstatic to see that it's still alive to this day, and it's still like thriving and surviving, which is crazy. A lot of people for a while thought it was going to get destroyed, but I'm still happy that's still here. Then again, it's probably a lot of Valve's marketplace economy, honestly, because those hats and those rare cosmetic items, people definitely buy like crazy. Anyways, making sure that I'm caught up in chat, because I really don't want to fall back on chat. I want anthro shit. I'm a furry. You know what, Ollie? That is absolutely, honestly, a fair point. I would not. I wouldn't expect anything less of you potentially getting a whatchamacallit, you know, a furry kaiju. But that'd be cool though. I hope you show me what you find at some point. This is deep. This is deep for a background live stream. I'm just making an happy. I'm sorry. I'm a just chatting streamer, but I'm also kind of like, I go all over the place. If you guys ask me a question, I will answer that question to the best of my ability. If you guys want to know something about me, I will talk about myself. If you guys just want to talk, I will talk with you. This is the kind of live streamer that I am. Now in exchange, I can't live stream for too long. Usually I only do upwards of an hour, and then I catch up on chat, and then I close. But sometimes the live streams go up to 2 hours because of that. Regardless though, I want to make sure you guys feel involved in my live streams. Hence why I try to talk to you guys and actually engage and interact and answer questions and all this good stuff. This is what I do. And I love doing it, honestly. So please, you know, if you want to use me in the background and just talk, I mean, like listen to me, that's fine too. I hope I can provide value to you, whether you're actively chatting or you're just in the background, maybe working on something. Whatever the case, I'm just happy that you're here, and that's all I can really ask for personally. Oh, so it's like gambling which message can be read. I don't try to do that. But here's my dilemma. I've come to the realization that if I do get more concurrent live streamers or concurrent viewers, I have to be very mindful of like what what I read and what I don't read, because sometimes you guys talk to each other in the chat and I don't exactly acknowledge that, as long as I know you guys are talking to each other. If you're talking to me personally, then I will try to acknowledge you the best I can, but that also means I need to be careful how long I talk about one particular topic, because I also don't want to fall behind on chat. Do you see how crazy live streaming can be? There's a lot of things I have to keep track of just to make sure that I keep a proper entertaining flow, but at the same time too provide the value of what I can provide to the table. Crazy stuff, I know, but I'm doing pretty good right now personally. I don't have that game, but how is it like? Does it cost money? Hi Dreamscape, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. If you're referring to VR chat, no, it actually doesn't. In fact, you don't even have to have a VR headset to play VR chat. All you need is a desktop computer, or if you have a really good Android or iOS phone, you can also play on Android and iOS these days actually. So regardless though, VR chat is a free to play game. You can find whatever avatar you want, you can explore whatever worlds you want. There's additional stuff you can buy to make the game more immersive, like, you know, full body tracking or face tracking, all this other kind of stuff to like really make it yours effectively. Like you see me right now, I'm legitimately standing in my room talking to you guys, making all these facial expressions, doing all these crazy spins and everything else in between, because this is what I want to do. I have a lot of energy to be able to do it, and I want to make sure I can convey that energy to you guys. So VR chat's a great game. There's a lot of good things you can do in it, and if you do take the time to find good places around it, you will actually genuinely enjoy your experience. I promise you. Any tips for being a beginning indie VTuber? Hi Foxworth, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I think you asked this question before, but I'll answer it anyways. Before I answer that, actually, I'm gonna catch up in chat real quick. Sup guys? Long time no see. Happy New Year, and I'll be over here for a while. So I could try my best the time I'm here. Hi, Preacher Gods. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. It's a pleasure to see you again, so thanks for being here. Hi, Hi, Sack. I appreciate you being here too. Thank you for stopping by. And it's a pleasure to see you again on YouTube as well. Thank you so much. I know you come to my VR chat events a lot, but it's always nice to see you on YouTube as well, so thanks for being here. Miss those TF2. I know! TF2 SFM animations are wild. They were so much fun back in the day. They were awesome. What's my main in TF2? I used to play medic. I used to just be a heavy medic person. But the most recent time I played, like a couple years back, I actually like playing scout. I like fast-paced combat like the scout provides. So that was one of my favorite characters personally. Anyways, to answer your question, I'm gonna go back to answer your question, Foxworth. Hi, Fire, by the way. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Let me drink some water real quick. Alright, so let me try to answer the question about how to be a small indie VTuber. One of the most important things, I think I've refined this question a lot more because I've been asked it a lot more. One of the most important things is that you genuinely need to make content that you enjoy, and B, would catch your audience's eye. And I mean that sincerely because I understand people, I say sometimes like, make the content that you want and all this kind of stuff. But I'm going to be honest with you, there's a flow in how to do things. There's a certain way you have to conduct your content. There's certain matters how you have to perceive the way you perceive like what you want to put out there. It's not going to, it's really hard because like, I can't tell you personally how to find that flow or how to make it work in your own favor. You just have to find a way to be your best you and somehow convert that into content you can show your audience. But Once you start getting viewership, once you start getting views, maybe likes, and even subscribes, once you start getting people that engage with your content, please, and I mean please, in every best interest, in the best of your ability, be there for your audience. Give them that heart react. Give them that like. Give them that comment saying, thank you so much for liking my content. Engagement from the creator themselves is so important. And I know when you get larger, it gets a lot harder to do that, but I still want to find my ways to be involved with you guys the best I can. Always remember, it's your audience that gives you what you are, and you have to make sure you give back to them. They don't have to watch you. I'm telling you right now, they don't have to watch you. But if they do, please take the time to appreciate what they've offered you. And that's their attention and their time. It's a lot. I know it is. It can be hard sometimes, but you really have to try your best. At the very least, like where I'm at right now, I read all of my comments, every single one of them, because at the very least, I want to be engaged and involved with you all. And so long as you remember that mentality where you have to put your audience best mind first, and you do it for your audience, then honestly, the sky's the limit from there. Just continue to be better, build better content, figure out ways how to improve your content personally, and along the way, just show appreciation for those who actually showed up. I will say this, I kind of say it as a pride thing. I have a video where I appreciated my 5 subscribers. And why did I do that? Because those are 5 people who took the time to press that subscribe button. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to do that. They could have just watched my content and then moved on. Now, 2.52 subscribers later, 2.52K subscribers later, and I want to thank every single one of them personally for taking that time, to deliberately taking that deliberate action to press subscribe, to press like, to comment on my videos. Every single action and decision they take to engage with my content means the world to me. And so long as it means the world to you, then you have every opportunity to be a strong independent VTuber. Just remember them, okay? And always put your best interest in mind for them, because they're the ones who make you who you are. All right? All right, I'm gonna go back up real quick. You need help getting rid of red Uno reverse card. If you are him on a comment, type Galaxy card. What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Galaxy reverse, but that's kind of funny. Hi, Nicole. My quest isn't working, so I'm feeling down right now, so I'm gonna go to sleep. But you all have a good day. Bye, Nicole. I hope you take care. And by the way, thanks so much for coming to my cafe event. It was great to see you. I do hope you take care, and I do hope you feel better. Thanks for stopping by. Roller, do you had any Rolex? You're a funny guy, Poocher. You're a funny guy. My resolution this year, though, I will say, one of my most important things that I want to work on this year, I want to take control back of my life. I feel like I've lost a lot of control because I've leaned way too heavily on things that I want to help cultivate, especially my YouTube career, content creation, VR chat events, live streaming, but also personal connections, being there for this friend, being there for that friend, and of course for my job too. A lot of the stuff that I do inevitably comes to a point where I just feel so tired, so exhausted, to where the time where I'm on my days off, I'm just resting. I'm just tired. But I can't do that. I have to be able to build my energy. I have to be able to be there for myself. So lately, I've started working out again. So I know that's a very cliche New Year's resolution, but I need to get my energy back in some way, and that's probably one of the best ways that I'll be able to get it back. I need to be able to invest into myself. And I will say this to all of you as well. If you feel like lately you haven't invested in yourself, please, please, please take the time to do so. You are worth it every single step of the way. You're the one who is carrying the body wherever you may go. You need to remember to be there for yourself. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, every single way you can imagine it. Please, 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 take the time. In fact, I wouldn't even be upset if you close down this live stream and decide, you need to go to a walk. You need to go on a walk for your mental health, or you need to go to the gym for your physical health. Remember, you always come first. It's you first, you second, and you third. That's third. But for the most part, I mean it with sincerity. Please take care of yourself. Because if anything, if you don't take care of yourself, nobody will. I promise you that. I got distracted by playing Virtual God instead of going on VRC. Ollie, so real. Honestly real. I get so distracted every single time I'm supposed to go on VR chat, but I'm just like doom scrolling, or I'm just like playing games. So real, I swear. Hi Jesse Steele, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hey Roller, what are your flavor classes out of Scout, Medic, Heavy, Sniper, Pie? So when I played TF2 for a while, I loved the Medic because I love healing people. That's my favorite thing to do in video games. But lately these days, like when I play Marvel Rivals, like a tank class for example, I used to play Scout. I really like Scout because he's a very fast-paced character. But overall, I think if I played TF2 these days, I personally would probably be like maybe the Soldier or the Demo Man. Probably the Demo Man, because I love grenade launches in video games. I just love like being able to outwit your opponent by shooting something and like turning the trajectory around a corner, or maybe utilizing it in a way where you blow up somebody, or you get a skill shot and hit them directly. It's so satisfying every single time. So me personally these days, I'd probably have to say it has to be the Demo Man, personally. Anyways, with that being said, I'm going to breathe and drink some water. Sometimes I talk for so long, I need to make sure I take like a 5-second break to breathe and drink water. Because otherwise, I'm going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to say a bunch of gobbledygook, and it's not really going to make sense. So I need to reset myself, just really briefly. I'm going to also read chat real quick. Thank you, Dreamscape. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But I also say this too. I appreciate you saying you subscribe, but don't feel like you're obligated to subscribe. I mean that to any single one of you who's in the live stream right now. Just remember, it's not something you have to do. So please, if you feel like you want to subscribe, you can. If you don't want to subscribe, you don't have to either. That's fine. I'm just making sure. Okay. All right. This is where I was checking. I missed someone. I missed the bird. Hi, the bird. I appreciate you being here. And you know why I missed the bird? Because for some reason, this chat right here doesn't say when someone says hi. I don't know why, and that makes me so mad. How do I fix that? That's so upsetting. Whatever the case, they might have fixed it, but maybe I'm just not looking. I haven't updated it yet or something. That's probably my own fault. So it's a good thing I have both chats open just in case. I don't feel good today. I fell asleep in my bed, and when I was around, it was around. I'm sorry, Fire. I'm sorry to hear that. I do hope, if anything, you do feel better rather soon, but I appreciate you being here nonetheless. Okay. All right. I need help. I need help in getting rid of Red Uno reverse card. If you see him come, no, I'm not going to do that. Someone else can do it for you, but I'm not going to do it personally. I appreciate you being here, but I'm not going to fight your battles for you. I'm sorry, Soldier. Good luck. You're on your own on this one. 2025, Ben 10. Ben 10. 6, 7. Oh, no. There's no pens here. 6, 7. All right. I won't go too crazy into it. I know you guys. I know how much you guys hate hearing 6, 7. I think it's funny because it's the stupidest thing I can ever imagine. But then again, I'm sure a lot of you guys probably, like when you go to school and whatnot, it's probably said all over the place, especially by just a bunch of randoms just going 6, 7, 6, 7. So I get it why you guys might be upset about it, but I think it's really funny. I think it's a stupidly funny thing. 6, 7. Anyways, I appreciate you being here, Ayub. I'm gonna say your name is Ayub. I hope that's correct. I'm gonna say the answer is yes. Anyways, I can't chat. Can I ask a question? Hello, I can't chat. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. And of course, I'm open to questions all the time. So please, I would ask, if you ask me a question, try to at me in the chat, so that way I can see it, because it actually distincts itself when you at me. Please. And thank you. Stupid autocore something. I don't know what you mean by that, Galaxy. I'm glad I actually joined the cafe event despite messing up my sleeping schedule for it a little, and I was feeling nervous about it. And you know what, Nicole? I'm actually really happy you said that, because... Hold on. Fixing this thing. Better. The reason why I do my cafe events is because I want the opportunity for my new members to feel welcome and accepted. Now, at one point in time, the cafe events used to be live streamed, but I stopped doing that because it was really hard to keep track of YouTube chat and keeping track of what's going on in the cafe itself. So I abolished that, and once I did that, the cafe events are just fantastic. The only thing I have to worry about is making sure that I don't have too many people, because one of the last cafe stream I did, like, you can look for it, one of the last cafe event streams that I did, so many people joined at once, it was absolute and utter chaos. Now, don't get me wrong, I feel so happy that a lot of people actually want to come to my cafe events, but at the same time, too, it's like, I'm not doing it to be overwhelmed myself personally or overwhelm my staff. So that's why these days, my cafe events, I only allow up to 8 people, not including my own staff. So it technically should be a max of 12 people in there at any given moment in time. And I personally think that works a lot better because that gives you guys a smaller, more controlled environment to actually talk to each other. And my penultimate job in the cafe event is not only to serve you coffee, but to actually also go around and talk to you guys. Like, for example, Nicole, I saw you were sitting on the side. I still walked over to you at some point and just started talking to you. And you see, naturally, people kind of flock towards me anyways, but this gives the opportunity for all of us to talk together. At the very end of the cafe event, I saw we were all huddled in like a circle, every single one of us. And that makes me so happy because I want you guys to get along. I want you guys to know each other. If it takes me to be the leader, to be able to like open you guys up, then I'm more than happy to do it. That's why I love my cafe events, on top of just being in a cute little maid outfit. But regardless, I want you guys to feel welcome. I want you guys to feel accepted. I want you guys to just vibe and enjoy your time. The cafe events aren't crazy game worlds or you have to obligatorily talk to people. It's just, we're serving you coffee and we just want you to relax and vibe. Did my thing just, oh no, my thing's still good. It lagged for a little bit. But I'm very glad that you came, Nicole, and I'm very glad that you had a good time. That actually really makes me happy to hear, honestly. And honestly, I want to do more for that reason alone. I want you guys to feel accepted, feel comfortable, just vibe and relax, while I get to serve you coffee and I get to do it with a very happy smile. I love serving coffee. I love being able to serve you guys. It means the world to me. It really, really does. So the fact that you came and you proved to me that I can continue doing what I'm doing does mean a lot to me. Thank you. Hold on real quick. I'm going to lower that a little bit. Actually, I can just lower it here. Anyways. I'm reading. I wonder if you got to VidCon when you get more successful. I've seen VTuber meet and greets. Now, I will say this. I've already shown my face on my channel. If you guys have to kind of scroll down, and actually, I'm going to post more IRL content rather soon. So I'm not necessarily like scared of showing myself out there. I could weirdly enough probably do a VTuber meet and greet and just like be on those like screen monitors that those guys push around. It's kind of funny, but it's also really cool so that VTubers can actually see people like in actual physical space. That's awesome, honestly. And I'm very happy they have opportunities for those VTubers. But me personally, I'm not scared to show myself. You can meet me in real life and I'll have the same conversation that I would have with you in VR. I'm the same person no matter what. I don't have to put on some sort of image or persona on real life. This is just me. And can you not tell? Like, look what I'm doing. I'm doing all of this stuff myself. Every single bit of this, the movements, the motions, the talkings, the expressions, every single bit of it is me. So, of course, I'm more than happy to chat with you guys. And my arm is destroyed. That's really cool. Let's try this real quick. Funny enough, it's actually my trackers that are causing more problems than my controllers. Weird. It's like, sometimes it's one or the other. Like, my controllers have been really good, actually. But, I probably shouldn't jinx it, honestly. Anyways. Also, I managed to beat the last level, so it was almost broken ankle. If you know anything about Super... Yeah, I would imagine. Because, like, Super Hot in VR, I would imagine. You gotta, legitimately, you're just like... And it's like, yeah, I get it. It's probably really tough to do that. So congratulations to you. That's awesome, Ollie. How do you join this on MetaQuest 3? I want to join it so bad. Hi, I made a nest. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. So, I will say this to you all. Excuse me. Breathe. Okay. If you want to join my events, first, you must join my Discord server. Second, you must join my VR chat group from my Discord server. From there, I sometimes host events. I have 4 events I have the random event, which is based off of game worlds, and you know, we go world hopping and go game world hopping and all that kind of stuff. It's random because we can kind of go wherever we want, honestly, and just do whatever we want. We're just a group of people just hanging out and having fun. Then there's the hangout events, where we all just get together and we just chill, we vibe, we talk to each other, and we get to know each other a little bit better. It's similar to the cafe events, but I don't put a limit. I don't put a person limit. It can have, sometimes I've had up to 13, 14, 15 people in those events. And you know what? I make sure I do my due diligence to ensure that I go to every single person individually and talk to them, especially if they feel left out. That is one of my most important things that I like to do as a community leader. I don't want you to feel left out. Now, of course, don't get me wrong. If you're going to ignore me or if you're going to run away from me, which people have done before, then sure. I can't exactly stop you, but I'm also not going to kick you out because you don't acknowledge me or talk to me or whatever. If you feel comfortable being in my events, but you feel like maybe you just need to step back and just, you know, isolate yourself, as long as you feel comfortable being there, then that's honestly all I can ask for. And then, of course, there's the cafe events, and there's the social circles, which I need to do one soon. The only problem is that social circles is like, I have to put a lot, and I mean a lot of effort into social circles. But I'm kind of due for one, actually, and I want to do one really soon. Social circles, I only allow up to 8 people, period. Max 8 people, period. Because social circles, people can take a lot of time to unpack and open up about themselves, which could take sometimes upwards of 2 hours for one question. But I host all these events because I want to find ways to be engaging in my own server. And yes, I need to host Discord events too. I understand that as well. But overall, I try to make sure I be involved in my community the best I can. You guys don't have to be in my community, yet here you are. And I want to make sure I can provide my value where I can to you all as well. So I hope I answered your question, if anything. I made a nest. Hopefully, because I can't deal with the hand. Hi, Bentley Smith. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Making sure I don't miss anybody that specifically uses the said hi thing. Because I hate to say it, but it doesn't work for some reason. Or at least I can't see it on the, I can't see it on this particular chat. So I will say this, everybody. If someone uses, please help me out. Oh, there goes my right-hand controller. It was only a matter of time until something happened. But you know what? We're 45 minutes in and it's actually doing pretty good. Help me out, guys. If someone comes in and said hi, please politely let them know that if they can actually just say hi, I would appreciate that a lot. Oh, my hand actually came back. That's cool. I didn't have to reset it. Because I can't see it on the other chat. I can't see it on the actual chat I'm trying to use. The reason why I'm trying to use this chat is because it highlights when people say their first word in the live stream. Which my most important goal as a live streamer, I want to make sure I acknowledge every single person who walks in. If you at least say hi or acknowledge yourself, then I want to make sure I say hi back to you. But unfortunately, that particular chat doesn't let me see where it says if someone said hi. So please help me out with that if you can. I'd appreciate that a lot. I'm sorry to hear that, Fire. I do hope that headache goes away soon, if anything. Hi, Diddy. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Astrobot has a lot of cameos from many characters that were PlayStation. Oh, yeah. In fact... here's this fun fact, actually. My brother played Astrobot, actually. And you know what's really, really cool? There's actually a Helldivers cameo in there. It was so awesome. And I love Helldivers. But I know as well, there's so many cameos for so many different games. Like, all of their PlayStation games. Like, and I mean, like, all of them. Even the older ones. I know people were very, very, very peeved when Astrobot won Game of the Year 2024. But when I started playing it, I'm like... I get it. It's a pretty fun game. It's pretty engaging. It's pretty enjoyable. It has some decent merit of challenge. Not really hard for me because I'm a pretty good platform gamer, don't get me wrong. But for the most part, like, I get it. I understand how it potentially won Game of the Year for that reason alone. It seems like a fun game. I haven't played it in full yet myself. But when I watched my brother play it and the times he gave me to fight a couple levels, I mean, I enjoyed my time. So I think Astrobot does deserve Game of the Year 2024. I know there's a lot of great titles during that time, but you know, I mean, Claire Expedition 33 won 2025, and they were trying to take it away because they used AI in the early stages of the game, which is like, come on, bro, seriously? Apparently that's a very, very good game, and they're basically just trying to find some cop-out excuse to be like, no, that game can't win, nuh-uh. Just like, what? How are you gonna rescind your decision of Game of the Year? Just let them have it. It's a good game from what I gather. Let them have it. Jeez, I swear. Good night, Diddy. I appreciate you stopping by. Take care. Gladly. Gay? Gladly. I appreciate you being here, I suppose. Yeah, he looks very pretty in that maid outfit. I'm happy. I'm happy that you're able to see me in the maid outfit. I loved feeling so cute in the maid outfit. It's awesome. Hi, Forbidiot. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for stopping by. Lord of the Boxes? F.A.? Purple. Purple. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for stopping by. My chest tracker is kind of crazy now, isn't it? My chest keeps tilting this way. I don't know why, but Slime VR, am I right? It'd be nice to meet you, IRL. Having all this online can feel kind of mess sometimes. You know, Nicole Cat, I can agree with you in that regard. I feel like I will say personally, I have been hanging out with a lot more people IRL as well, and you're right. There's one thing that VR can never replicate. It's physical touch. And I know that may sound like, well, you'd only do that in matters of intimacy, but like, think about it. When you hug a friend, when you handshake somebody, just those small moments of physical touch, it just means the world of difference. VR is so close to the matter of presence, to the matter of belonging. Like, you can tell what I'm doing, you all can tell what I'm doing because of the technology that I have. Like, you can tell when I'm spinning. You can tell when I'm winking. You can tell all this stuff because of the technology that I have. So I get pretty close to looking like someone whom you actually may be able to interact with, like in a physical sense, but there is no physical sense in VR. It also tries to get very close. There's haptic feedback suits and all that kind of stuff, but it will never replicate the real thing. Maybe someday it will, but we're not there quite yet. But I agree with you, Nicole. There is just a sense of like real presence that means a lot. So regardless though, VR is still a very good substitute. If you can't find opportunity to hang out with people in your real life self, well, escaping in a world like this is not a bad thing per se. It's not a substitute for the real thing, but it's pretty damn close if you ask me. As long as you don't let yourself get lost in VR. And trust me, a lot of people do get lost in VR. And I don't say that in a kind way. I say that in a very unfortunate way, actually. W Stream. Hi, hello, N James. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. And hi, Toasty Coral. I appreciate you being here too. Thank you for stopping by. It means a lot to me. What if I turn this brightness up? Ooh, that's a little too bright. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I would like to dap you up. Dap me up, bro. Dap me up. I'm terrible at dapping in real life, so I'm sorry. You would not be able to. I did it like really good one time. I don't know how many of you all have like dapped somebody up and like it was so good, like you hear the cup class. It's just like that's satisfying. But every single time I try to do it, people are like, no, you have to cup your hand. No, you have to cup your hand. I'm like this, like this. But maybe you can teach me. You never know. Hi, anime editor. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Just got VR chat. Congratulations, Dreamskate. Now you too can be a degenerate. Kidding. Or am I? No, seriously. It's a fun time. I hope you enjoy yourself. Hello, Callie Collins. I appreciate you being here. Hello, a random student. I appreciate you being here too. Hey, Darwin. I appreciate you being here too. Thanks for stopping by. Have you watched Filthy Frank before? Poocher Gobs, I have, yes. Rest in peace, Filthy Frank. I know he's not dead. He just, he converted into, Joji with his music video stuff. But Filthy Frank was such a fun watch. Sometimes I watch some of his videos still. Like, he, had one about, like, this music, like, bad for my, like, this, I'm in the wrong generation for music. I love that video so much because it's so true. I wouldn't say these days, but like way back when, people would always act like music snobs. They were always like, oh, I was born in the wrong generation. The music back in the day was way better than it is now. I'm like, dude, you sound like such a snob. Calm down. Jeez. Whatever the case though, Filthy Frank was a fantastic content creator. And I hope even with him as Joji now, I hope he finds success in what he does. Thank you, Callie Collins. I do appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. I love my avatar so much, and I always love when people compliment it because I use this avatar so much. It's almost like you're complimenting me. So thank you. It does mean a lot to me. Thanks so much for stopping by too. Good morning. Hi. Good morning and hi. Hi. Hi, Armand. Hi. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Yes, Diddy, I want to make sure I acknowledge you. That's the important part. But thank you. I hope you have a good night. Morning coffee. Morning coffee does sound pretty good. My managers don't know I'm watching the live. Forbid it, that doesn't sound like a very good idea. Because if your managers don't know you're watching the live, you might potentially get caught. And if you get caught, then they're going to be like, why are you watching an anime girl on your phone? And they're going to... Can you imagine having to explain that? You're going to be like, I don't know. Be careful though, I don't want you in trouble, please. Please don't get in trouble. Hi, Jurassic Fun Time. I appreciate you being here. Hi, Zachary Jenkins Jr. Regardless though, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hey girl, how you doing tonight? Hi, Miguel. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Thank you for stopping by. Hi, Jay Hobart. I appreciate you being here too. Thank you so much. There's a lot of influx of people who just came in. Zachary Jenkins, wow, you realize I'm not a girl? Ding, 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 ding. You won the lottery. Guess what you win, Captain Obvious? You win an obvious answer of, yes, I am not a girl. I'm actually a guy in real life. But in VR, I'm an anime girl. You win. Yay! Do you have any more obvious things you want to state out? Please, by all means, answer in the chat below. Rudy Melendrez, femboy, be like. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you being here. I don't consider myself a femboy personally, but I can't change your opinion if you think personally I'm a femboy. So think what you so please, by all means. Weirder SMG poor lover. I appreciate you being here too. Thanks for stopping by. I'm back. Hi, Oliver Lemus. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you being here too. Welcome back. Are you gay? See, and that's the thing, everybody. You know what? Thank you so much, Zachary Jenkins Jr. I want to actually step back real quick and talk about that. So, apparently, just because I decided to be an anime girl in VR automatically means that I'm gay. How stereotypical, how close-minded, how ignorant can somebody be to automatically default because I'm playing as a female in a video game versus a male in real life that I'm automatically a homosexual? Isn't that crazy? And you know why I blast it right in the face right here, right now? Because there's many, and I mean many people like that, where they can't accept the idea of sexuality, they can't accept the idea of identity, so overall, they have to make it somebody else's problem. They don't ever take the time to evaluate it. They don't ever take the time to understand it. They just think my way is the right way. I will say this right here, right now. I am a male IRL. I am a heterosexual. I am also a demisexual. I prefer women. But in VR, I am an anime girl, and I love to use my feminine side to do cutesy little anime things. So, I do hope that answers any potential questions you may have personally, and if anything, I do hope I opened your mind just a little bit. But frankly speaking, considering how you got into this chat, I'm pretty sure I didn't, because you already made up your mind even before you got in here. So, bye! Hi, Hacklord Lovin'. Hi, Hacklord Lovin'. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. The pressure, the warmth, just feeling someone's presence next to one. VR is a good alternative, but it's definitely not a replacement. You are very, very right about that. And honestly, people try their absolute hardest. Seriously, people try their absolute hardest to replicate it into VR because sometimes they can't get that in real life. For those of you who potentially can't have it in real life, I hope someday you might. That really just kind of involves finding a lover who will give you that opportunity. But regardless though, remember, if you ever find opportunity for physical touch, make sure the person that does give it to you, remember, don't accept them only for just physical warmth or maybe even intimate moments. Remember, you accept the person for the person. That's the most important part. So, if that opportunity ever gets presented to you someday, Nicole, please make sure you respect the person who gives it to you. That's all I can really ask from any single one of you personally. All right, chat's going kind of fast, so I gotta make sure I'm catching up the best I can. Hi, someone no. I appreciate you being here, and hi, Seamus? I want to say your name is Seamus, but hi, Seamus. I appreciate you being here too. Thanks for stopping by. Hamburger. Hamburger. Hi. Lord Living. Hi. 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 That's kind of funny, actually. Hi, Eggman Fishman. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, DJ. Hi, DJ is a hat. I appreciate you being here too. You're excited for the new Joji album? I personally am not a Joji fan, so I really don't know what his content's like. I've heard a couple songs here and there, don't get me wrong, because, you know, Joji is popular enough where he has some of his content come out like that. But overall, if you like him, I'm glad that you do. I'm glad he's successful enough where people actually do want to watch his content. So thank you for kind of affirming that with me, honestly. Bro! My favorite Pokemon is Giratina. Hi, Landon. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I really hate to break it to you. I'm not a huge Pokemon fan. I do know who Giratina is. I have a very loose image of who Giratina is, but I really don't have a favorite Pokemon. If I were to say my favorite Pokemon, it might be a very basic answer. I would have to say... I would have to say... I do like Charizard, but that's such a basic answer, you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't have any personal touch to it, but I will say my final answer has to be Charizard, at least me personally. My avatar is so cute. Hi, Raven. I appreciate you being here, and thank you so much. I love my avatar, too. It's absolutely adorable. I know some people can't accept the idea that I'm a male and I'm using a female avatar. Zachary, but the point is, I'm very thankful when you guys actually appreciate my avatar for what it is, and I'm forever thankful for you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I kind of just found this random live stream, decided to say. It's okay, Jay Hobart. I'm really happy that you're here. Remember, my channel name is Random Slandom, so things that happen here are always very random. So I appreciate you being here regardless. Hi, Isha? Hi, Isha. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for stopping by. It does mean a lot to me. I bet people confuse you with male and female. Oh, all the time. Trust me. Trust me on that one. Because people hear my voice, and believe it or not, some people actually kind of go both ways. Some people potentially think it's male, which it is male, but some people sometimes also listen to it and think it's female. I don't really know if my voice is that ambiguous to the point where maybe it enters tomboy territory, but like tomboy and, you know, female territory, but like, I'm a male. My voice just so happens more often than not to be higher pitched in certain occasions, especially when I'm looking at myself and seeing an anime girl such as myself. Then yeah, my voice gets a little bit higher pitched, just a tiny bit. But in reality, I can have a deep voice. I can be a man. Or I can have a really high pitched voice and be a girl. Regardless though, I'm very I used to hate my voice. Like very, very much so. I used to hate my voice so much. But thanks to you guys, I've actually really started to accept my voice a lot more. And I honestly am very thankful that you guys give me that opportunity. Like, truly, it does mean a lot to me. And thank you for giving me the confidence to actually truly enjoy me for me, you know? I gotta breathe. Hi. Hi. Lord Lovin'. I'm pretty sure I said hi to you. Hi. How many more highs do you need? Thank you, Isha. I appreciate you calling me cute. I love being cute, especially in this avatar. It means everything to me. So the fact that you guys may think I'm cute does mean so much to me. I always love being cute. It means the world to me. So thank you. I actually really like the compliment of being called cute. I used to not like being called cute, but once you kind of start slowly but surely accepting who you are, then you're kind of just like, well, maybe I'm a little bit cute. You know what I mean? But thank you for the compliment. I do appreciate it. Besides with YouTube, any plans with Twitch? I've thought about it. In fact, honestly, I probably would live stream on TikTok before I stream on Twitch. Twitch is very hostile. Not hostile, excuse me. Twitch is very competitive, and I don't feel like I can compete against people who actually do just chatting VTubing on Twitch personally. I feel like I would have a better chance on TikTok actually, because people kind of accept me really well on TikTok. And I personally like content where I can post videos out there. That's why I do like TikTok and YouTube, because those two platforms, I can just post my content and not really have to worry about live streaming all the time. Be honest with you guys, I can't live stream all the time. I can only live stream like twice a week, if anything, and those are at very inconsistent times. But I'm starting to experiment with new ways I can live stream. Like, I want to do more like gaming streams and stuff like that. And I love just chatting, don't get me wrong, but this gets exhausting. Like, I'm standing. I've been standing this whole time. I've been spinning. I've been moving. I've been exerting energy. I'm legitimately sweating right now. And it's like 60, it's like 60, like 4 degrees outside, or 50 degrees or so. But actually, speaking of which, hey Google, change the AC to 68 degrees. Thanks, babe. Anyways, it's actually hot in this room right now because of all the energy and motion that I'm doing, plus my PC running, plus my TV running, plus my lights running. So, of course, there's a lot of... It's pretty hot in here right now. Regardless, though, I don't think I will stream on Twitch anytime soon. That will be a way later down the road kind of thing, if I can find more time for live streaming personally. That's a good question, though. I do like that question. 5 a.m. for school. My school starts at 7 p.m. Well, I do wish you best of luck in school, Ishai. I'm very happy that you're here, and I hope, if anything, you have good luck in school. I found a couple avatars in fashion. Ooh, that'd be pretty cool, Ollie. Thank you. Emotional support roller. I do like being an emotional support anime girl, so I appreciate you guys seeing me that way. How many times do people think you're female but you're male? People don't often tell me that. Like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's very obvious that, like, if you really listen to the voice, it's male. But sometimes there are people out there who are like, oh yeah, you know, sometimes I thought you were female at first. But I would say that's about 75-25. 75% of people understand I'm a male. 25% understand I'm a female. So, but there are people out there who legitimately think that I am a female, which I kind of take as a compliment. I mean, I could try to trick people. I could try to be higher pitched. Like this, I can speak in a higher pitched voice, and maybe potentially I can trick people, but the illusion's lost because you guys know I'm a male, so it's kind of whatever. Maybe I'll test it someday in actual, like, VR chat public lobbies and just see what might happen. I'm very curious, actually. I like anime women. Hi, Fuzzball. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I'm eating dehydrated water. Bro, Ludo, that sounds sick. Speaking of water, I need my own. Spa, sap, and Moss Century. Dehydrated water goes hard. Hi, Minty. I appreciate you being here, too. Thanks for stopping by. Are you going paying VR chat? I don't know what you really mean by that. I don't pay for VR chat. Actually, I do, because I pay for VR chat plus. So technically, I do pay for VR chat if you think about it. So you got me there. You got me there. I'll give you this much. When you read this message, I'm a dip. So you got this message from my message presents. Bye, Ollie. I hope you take care. Have a great day. What the gay? The real thing gaming? Are you really the real thing? If you're actually the real thing, then what is your favorite catchphrase? Are you actually the thing? I don't think you're the thing. You gotta go back to your Fantastic Four roots, stillyhead. But I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Welcome back, Galaxy. I have a question. Hi, Grace. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. What is your question? Please ask away. What the zesty? Some of you guys are crazy. It's kind of funny. I see whoever counts, so he's trying to get him back. Oh, I'm really sorry about that, Callie. I do hope you had the opportunity to get back on the VR chat soon. I thought he was waiting for a hi. Well, hi, Hack Lord Loving. I appreciate you. Here's another hi. Hi, Hack Lord Loving. Thanks for stopping by. I'm eating dehydrated water. Have you tried eating dehydrated water? I don't even know if that's a real thing. Can you actually do that? What the hell? Dakota Cotton. What the hell? I always love, you know what's funny? I always love seeing people who come into like this live stream and, like, you know, they deliberately, here's all they have to do. This is literally all they have to do. They scroll up, they swipe up to my live stream. Here's all they have to do. Guys, you ready? You guys ready? You guys ready? Here, I'm about to blow your mind. You guys ready? Pretend this is the phone. This is the phone. You guys ready? Whoa! Oh my god, that's crazy. I know, right? You're just telling me these guys can actually just swipe up and go on to the next piece of content they're watching? Crazy, I know! But instead, they find any and every opportunity to show how insecure they are, to show how ignorant they are, by saying stuff like, what the hell? What the gay? Are you gay? I'm just like, bro, what? Like, seriously? How bored are you? Come on, man. You guys gotta be a little more creative than that. But by the end of the day, it's like I can't give you too much attention because I actually have people who actually want to engage. I have people who actually want to chat. So if effectively all you're gonna do is be shocked by some male playing an anime girl in VR chat, here's my advice to you. This is your phone. This is your finger. Whoop. Goodbye. Anyways, moving on. Why do I play VR chat? I like VR chat because it's provided me so much opportunity to really, like, I would say build my social skills and by extension build my leadership skills. Believe it or not, running Random Slandom, I also have a VR chat group that is Random Slandom. And I have to actually coordinate real people and make sure like we do things that we need to get done. But at the same time too, this gives me an opportunity to interact with people, to get to know people, to hear people's stories, to see how they talk, to see how they perceive the world around them, to see how they function, even seeing people's avatars, seeing what they choose, how they move their hands, how they look around, all this kind of stuff. VR chat is a very great game for social communication. I'm serious. You guys just have to try it, and you have to really put your best interest in mind to make sure you be accepting and accommodating to others. Because unfortunately, there's some people in VR chat that are kind of just, hate to say it for lack of a better term, losers. But so long as you don't act like a loser, VR chat can provide so much opportunity in terms of social skills. And by extension, if you host groups or you host events, by extension, it gives you opportunity for leadership skills too. It's built me up so much in my 2 years, and I've grown more confident than ever before, all thanks to this game. And remember, this is a video game. It's crazy what it's helped teach me, and it's what helped me learn. So you too can enjoy this time and have social communication skills built up upon you if you just open your mind and try. VR chat is a great place. It'll forever hold a place in my heart. It may not last forever, but I'm definitely going to enjoy my time while I'm here. That's a good question. I like that question, actually. Hi, Forgotten Soul. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Bye, Forbidia. Don't get caught by your managers now. Be careful. That question Zachary was meant for me, and of course I answered him just now. Well, whatever the case, Miguel, I'm still going to potentially answer it myself, too. That's pretty cool, Nicole. Is there a Francis de Philp book still on sale? That'd be quite interesting, Putra. I might potentially do that if it's still on sale. Hi, Devondre. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, hating your voice is Playboy. It's just, you just have to get used to it, I swear. And just find your opportunities where you can find the best benefit from it, you know what I mean? Tacos taste good. Hi, random person, I appreciate you being here. I'm a random person too. Let's be random together. Thanks for stopping by though, I appreciate it a lot. I hate how such weird avatars have fa-ing jiggle physics. Well, if anything, I mean, females, I mean, technically speaking, like, like, do I have to spell it out for you? I have a pretty, it's not, they're not small, if it makes sense. And yes, technically in VR chat, the jiggle physics are a little, like, eccentric, I would say, but stop looking at them! Is that what you do in real life? When you see a female with a very bodacious chest, are you like this? Roller, my eyes are up here. My eyes are up here, everybody! My eyes are up here. But they are part of the avatar. I could decide to get rid of them personally, but I like this avatar as it is, and I don't really like bothering my avatar creator. They have a lot of stuff going on as is, and I want to make sure I respect them. So, yeah. Bro, hey, I still have a question. Ask it, Grace. Ia Grace? Ask it, Ia Grace. I want to be able to answer for you. Do you play anything else other than VR chat? GCA, I play Helldivers. I was actually playing it before I got on. I play Battlefield 6 sometimes, and I play Marvel Rivals, but I haven't played Marvel Rivals lately. I need to play Marvel Rivals soon because Deadpool came out, and I'm like, that character looks so complicated, and I want to just learn a lot about him. He seems like a lot of fun, but that also opens the opportunity for me to play other characters like Gambit and even Rogue, because everybody now wants to play Deadpool. It's all about the new hero and everything, all that kind of stuff. So I play those games at least. I don't play just VR chat, but VR chat does take up a good amount of my time because it's for content creation, VR chat events, and live streaming. So I hope that answers your question. Do you know Freddy Fazbear? Is that the Freddy Fazbear? Horn. Yes, I know who the Freddy Fazbear is. Hey, ask your question, Grace. I want to hear it. I want to go to eat. I say loud and weird person chat. Weird person chat. Say it's you. So I'm comfy, Ben. I listen to. I appreciate that, Nicole. I'm glad that I can provide you comfort while you lay in bed. Don't hate your voice. God bless you. With someone to be so thankful. I do like my voice by the end of the day. Like, and you guys honestly shouldn't hate your voice too. It's what you're born with. It's what you have. And overall, just make to the best of your ability what you got. Remember, it's literally just things that are in your larynx that basically come out to emit what you're trying to say. It doesn't exactly define who you are. Just be true to yourself. And if your voice maybe potentially defines you in a different way, don't let those people tell you what you should be. Be what you want to be. All right? Orca. Hello, I can't say that name. But either way, hello. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just going to call you Orca because you look like an orca in your profile pic. I've been called cute so many times with my voice. That's so adorable, Callie. I do like that, actually. Where am I from? I'm from Florida. I'm a Florida man. You know, my alligator is actually parked in the garage right now. I gotta go ride it in a couple hours to make sure I go back to downtown. You know what I mean? Or I go back to Disney World and I go ride the 15th roller coaster in a row. You know what I mean? It's just Florida things. You wouldn't get it unless you're from Florida. Orca. Google is your baby? Yes, Google's my love. No. Google's my babe. Google's got me for a lot of things. Hey, Google. You suck. I can't really hear what Google said because I'm actually I'm wearing headphones that block out sound outside right now. So I'm pretty sure Google's pretty upset with me now. And now we're gonna have a really tough conversation after this live stream, actually. How much times had you gooned this week? Hi, Giannis. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. And to answer your question, I'm not going to answer your question because that's not that kind of live stream. Get out of here, you filthy gooner. Anyways, I'm Orca. At the end, I don't know if I guess. Hugs are fine. I'm okay with hugs. Just ask me before you do it, okay? What Italian famous very cute. You got me on that one, Pucha. That's pretty good. Orca from Australia. That's kind of funny. Bye, Ollie. I hope you take care. Have a great day. Hello again, Forgotten Soul. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. If you ask my catchphrases, it's hammer time. Hammer time. Stop. Hammer time. What a fly that can't fly, so it's called a walk. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Just so I remember them being. I'm gonna go watch Solder. I'm gonna go Solder a bunch. Bye, hi Sack. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for stopping by. Could never swipe away from a lower stream. You're so nice, Nicole. Thank you for being here, honestly. My catchphrase is catchphrase. That's it reminds me from Overwatch with there's a character named Reinhardt and literally one of his voice lines is catchphrase. Oh, Overwatch. I miss you so. I should play you again sometime. Overwatch has actually made a really good rise back to stardom because they've really added a bunch of unique things and really separated it from Marvel Rivals in a lot of ways. So now Overwatch and Marvel Rivals aren't really competitors. They're kind of like their own independent games. And honestly, good for Overwatch because if they didn't do anything, they were going to die. Marvel Rivals was going to wipe the floor with them. But now Marvel Rivals has their own challenges that they have to deal with. So now they have now they're the problem child in the hero shooter scene. So yeah. I love Cucumber Spider. Hi there, random person. What's up, man? Hi, Predators. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Talon Blackwell. Spits on his face nonchalantly. What? How does someone spit on someone's face nonchalantly? Is that like... I should do that to somebody sometime and see if they actually consider that nonchalant or not. But I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I am a god of war. Hello, Devin Hernandez. You are a god of war. Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by. My right controller is getting warm. That's not good. I'm fine with the jiggle physics. I'm fine with them too, honestly. People who just point them out are just gooners, honestly. Hi, Louise. Hi, Vicinity. Hi, Dark. I appreciate you three being here. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I appreciate it a lot. I'm definitely liking this stream for 2 jiggly reasons. There you go. Chat. Gooner spotted. Gooner spotted. See, I told you. It did not take long for me to actually find the Gooner. And I guarantee you there are a couple others in the live stream right now. I wouldn't put it past, and I don't like saying this because I don't try to be like this. I wouldn't put it past if there's someone out there that's potentially doing it. You know what I mean? If you are, I'm calling you out. I'm legit calling you out. You're nasty. Oh my goodness gracious. Hi Firestarter, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. You have the Philian hair? Yes, Vicinity, actually. This avatar is called Rindo, and Philian uses the Rindo. It's a public Abbey that a lot of people utilize, and I found this avatar through something called Prismic's Avatar Search, which is a huge avatar world in VR chat. I randomly found it one day, and I just love the way this avatar looks, like with the sparkly colors and the sweater and the tech pants, and of course this really nice white hair. It's not the same ears, mind you, but these ears are also really cute too. And at this point, they define who I am. But this avatar as a whole is called Rindo. So if you're ever curious, Philian's avatar model is based off Rindo, which is made by some sort of like Japanese company that makes third 3D anime models. So I hope you learned something today, if anything, with that information. Hi, Natalie. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, as you breathe, I won't say something. Hello, Hasue. I appreciate you being here. Those are all games my dad plays. Hi, Carson. And that's really cool. I appreciate you sharing that. I appreciate you stopping by. They're fun games, honestly. Like, they're very enjoyable. Sometimes they get frustrating. Sometimes they get rage-inducing. But as long as you remember by the end of the day, it's a video game. And that's all we can really go by. I'm pretty. Thank you so much. I love being called pretty. Thank you so much, Firestone. That means a lot to me. Uh-oh, my right controller is now misbehaving for real. Okay, it had a good run. It really had a good run, but unfortunately now I have to actually, like, turn it off. Bring this over here. I'm sorry if I'm kind of catching up, if I'm, like, speeding along in chat now, because I actually do want to get off. After some time, I do have to get off. Because I can only, like, take it for so long, if that makes sense, to wear a headset. I'm going back up. Wow, my controller's off. But I am catching up the chat, which is kind of nice. Here. Wow. Made many new friends and interacting with a streamer I like in our community. I got a German friend who got motivation for myself, and it's your fault. Well, Nicole, if you're blaming me for the fact that you have made better connections with other people because of me, then you know what? I'll be more than happy to take that fault. I love hearing the fact that you guys potentially open yourselves up more because I helped you open yourself up. That's my primary goal. I just want you guys to be better versions of yourselves. I don't expect you to stay for a long time in my community. I just want to make sure that I can leave a better imprint than when I first found you. If you feel more comfortable talking to more people or going to more groups because you build more social confidence within yourself, I did my job. That is my job. I am already really well adept in a lot of social situations, a lot of social scenarios, and everything else in between. I can talk to just about anybody, and I can make a good friend out of them almost immediately. That's how well confident I am in my social skills. But at the very least, I also want to teach you guys that, and I want to show you guys what that looks like. Because by the end of the day, there are a lot of people out there who are very socially awkward, gooners, but the point is, there are a lot of people out there who are very socially awkward, and I just want to make sure I can show you guys what it looks like to be confident in your own social ability. Just talking to people, engaging with people, and knowing that you have a friend group that supports you is everything. It gives you that confidence to be better day in and day out in order to tackle the world at large. And if I can help contribute to that any way that I can personally, then I couldn't be any more happy. I'm just glad that I contributed something to you. So, thank you for telling me that, Nicole. I do appreciate that a lot, honestly. I'm trying to catch up. I said hi from a dinosaur. Roar! Hi, Natalie, from a dinosaur. Roar! Marshall Groton. Are you a guy? Hello, Marshall Groton. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, I am a guy. I appreciate you asking the questions versus just automatically saying I'm gay or a femboy or whatever. At least asking questions is always nice. So thank you for asking it. But yes, I'm a male IRL. And then when I'm in VR, I like being a cute little anime girl. I like having the best of both worlds because in my real life side, I'm a masculine person. And in my VR side, I'm a feminine person. But they both come together to make me for who I am. So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hi, Silly Solar. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I am very proud of you, actually, Nicole. Yes, thank you for telling me that. And thank you, Marshall. I do love this avatar very much. Thank you for saying it's good. I suck? You know, Carson, you suck. No, I can't say that. I would never say someone sucks. But if you think I suck, well, you know what you can do, actually? There's this really cool tip that I can give anybody watching my live stream right now. You take your phone, you take your finger and then you just go whoop. And guess what? You're consuming your next piece of content. It's probably some sort of like Genshin Impact Goon or whatever content. So go enjoy that. I'm not here to fulfill your Gooner fantasies. Jeez. People these days. Sick avatar, love the eyes. Thank you, Marshall. I appreciate when actually people compliment and not decide to insult when they could be somewhere else and provide that negative energy somewhere else, honestly, you know? Hamburger, and I have no idea why I said it. I just said it. Hamburger. Burger? Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. But that just might be what you get. I love that is the stupidest video of all time, but I love watching it whenever I can. Oh, good time. Hi, Kaisel. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. And no, I'm not letting you visit. Overwatch sucks. Ah, jeez, Carson. Are you just a negative Nancy all the way around? Do you think everything sucks? What doesn't suck to you, Carson? Please tell me what doesn't suck. I want to hear your honest to God opinion, please. And run out VR. Look. Wait, you mean like this? It's hammer time. Wait, do you guys actually see that? I don't know if it's showing up with the camera or not, but it's hammer time. All right, I'm gonna put that away now. Where was I? Catchphrases from Free Guy. Really? Interesting. I've always known him from Overwatch, me personally. You want to hear my catchphrase? Never mind, I forgot. Okay. Thank you, J-Hover. I appreciate that. I love yo. Hi. AI Zuka, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. My name is Chris Chalk, and you look so very beautiful. Hi, Chris Chalk. Thank you so much, and I appreciate the compliment. I appreciate you being here, too. Thanks for stopping by. Gotta go. I'm eating. Bye, Callie. I hope you take care. I finally got my VR for Christmas. Hi, Trico. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I remember you, actually, because I remember you had the Jeff the Shark profile picture the last time I saw you here. But congratulations. Welcome to VR. Yay! It's a huge difference. I'm telling you. Like, when you have the opportunity to play flat screen games versus going into VR, it's a world of difference. I promise you. I hope, if anything, you enjoy your time. And if you do get into VR chat, feel free to join my Discord server and then join my VR chat group. And I host events every so often, so I'll be more than happy to see you there. Alright, I'm catching up on purpose because I gotta get off. You look so very beautiful. Thank you, Chris Chalk. Thank you so much. It does mean a lot to me. Internet is lagging for me. Hi, Taro. I appreciate you being here. And the 26th letter? He's the... Hello, I am a letter. You are, in fact, the 26th letter, if I recall correctly. But I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Kyla Saber. I appreciate you being here, too. Thank you for stopping by. It means a lot to me. Sweet, dude. Have you ever gotten spoiled in some moments, like Snape kills Dumbledore? I try my absolute hardest to not be spoiled by anything. Like, for example, Stranger Things, when that final episode came out, articles all over the place start talking about, like, final, like, season and final episode speculations. And I'm just like, I don't want to hear it, because I haven't even watched Stranger Things in the first place. I need to get started first. That's why I try to deliberately avoid all those articles, because I seriously don't want to be spoiled about things that I potentially want to watch down in the future. But, yes, I have been spoiled on some things. Like, for example, when I was watching Invincible, I've been spoiled on that, and that kind of sucks, but that's why I try my very best to make sure I don't watch content that's about, like, videos or, you know, series and whatnot, because I want to actually make sure I can genuinely enjoy them for what they are and be surprised accordingly, you know? Hi, Stephen Brand. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Watching you while playing Jurassic World Aftermath. I hope you're enjoying yourself, Trico. Thank you again, Trish Chalk. I appreciate the compliments. It's very nice. I appreciate you guys calling me beautiful. It actually does mean a lot to me. You guys are awesome. I love this avatar. I think it's so cute. I think it's so adorable. If you guys think it's beautiful, I like that too. It's just me, you know? I've been using this avatar at this point for almost a year. And honestly, like, I can't see myself being anything else. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not opposed to the idea of being different avatars. Like, I can be goofy, crazy, silly avatars all I want, but this is my default avatar these days. In other words, this is my second me. And honestly, like, looking at it right now when I walk close to the camera, I'm just like, this is me. This is me. Like, but in the VR sense, I know who I am in real life. Like, I'm looking at myself right now in real life. I need my Quest battery real quick. I know I'm walking into the wall. Forgive me. but I need to make sure I catch up in chat appropriately, so I don't want to get cut out all of a sudden. But yes, thank you so much, guys. It does mean a lot. Thank you. The compliments are fantastic, and I'm always forever grateful when you guys give them to me. It truly does mean a lot, and I hope, if anything, I can just provide content that makes you guys smile and make you guys feel happy for a change, and that overall you can just escape reality even for just a bit. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the compliments. And overall, just thank you for the good time. It does mean everything to me. It really, really does. Because after all, this is just some random Friday night, and you guys decided to be here. I'm very happy that you are here. So I am trying to catch up to close out chat, though, so forgive me if I do go a little faster. Where am I from? I'm from Florida. Central Florida, to be exact, actually. Sit on your head nonchalantly. Comfy chair. All right, you can sit on my head. That's fine. Why not? Hi, Jabdab. Is your name Jabdab? I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Consumption of your hair tastes like blueberries. Hi, Noli. I appreciate you being here, too. Thank you for stopping by. Are you playing VR chat? Hi, Jensen. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Yes, I'm currently in VR chat right now, and I have all these trackers. I have all these trackers. I have face tracking. I have mouth tracking. I have all this kind of stuff to basically be an anime girl to show you all VR chat. Or at least me in the VR chat VTuber sense. But yes, right now I'm playing VR chat. I'm in some world that has some nice, beautiful stars going down, with the rain shining, with the rain coming down as well, with lo-fi in the background. So overall, yes, this is VR chat, and it's really nice. I feel really at home here more often than not, because there's so many different worlds you can explore, and so many different opportunities you can take with different people and different friends and all this kind of stuff. So yes, to answer your question, long story short, yes, I'm playing VR chat right now. I cutely throw a microwave in your face. I dodged it, by the way. I'm just built different, you know. Did you put the hammer on the glass? Hi, Essie. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. No, I didn't, but I could if you want me to. It's in the glass now. It's stuck in the glass, so it's gonna stay there for the rest of the stream because I am closing stream rather soon. I changed the Gambler King. Actually, it's Change the Gambler Queen. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by, though. What animal would you beat in a fight? Burgerman? First off, hello, I appreciate you being here. Second off, I don't know, a ferret? It's like, I'm not, I mean, I could try to, ooh, you know what? I could be an alligator, because I'm Florida, man. I have a natural buff to alligators, because I'm from Florida. Like, if an alligator tries to death roll me, I just death roll it back. Like, they go counterclockwise, I go clockwise. It makes it so, like, the alligator gets confused, and then I just go on the ground, just like, get over here! And then at that point, it's like, the gator is just, like, done, you know? Like, it doesn't know what to do at that point. And then I win. Me. So, to answer your question, I would definitely beat a gator in a fight. Final answer. What? Bye, Jensen. I hope you take care. Have a great day. Do you remember me, though? I'm sorry, Natalie. I see a lot of different people. I see a lot of different usernames, so forgive me if I don't exactly remember you. But regardless, though, I do appreciate you being here, and I do appreciate you stopping by again. Come on. Good. So, I'm really sorry if I don't remember, but regardless, though, I'm really thankful that you're here again. Thank you so much. Bye, Noli. I hope you take care. Hi, Bob. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Who wins, Mind Flayer or Godzilla? I think Godzilla would actually win. Because, like, I think a Mind Flayer doesn't really have the opportunity to, like, really control Godzilla's mind before Godzilla absolutely just eviscerates the Mind Flayer. If I think I know what a Mind Flayer is, actually. Isn't that a D&D character? I'm pretty sure it's a D&D character, if I recall correctly. Are you a Sylvia Gunner fan? If so, which songs or artists? I'm not Sylvia Gunner fan in that regard. I remember that they would, like post, like, video game OSTs, but I don't really recall if they made any content, personally. Hi, Mud Dog. I appreciate you being here. Hi, Zosha. I appreciate you being here, too. Thank you for stopping by. You're pretty? You're calling me pretty? Thank you so much. That does mean a lot to me. I do love to be pretty, honestly. I just do love being able to do cutesy little things and just be a random anime girl on the internet on the random Friday night. You know what I mean? But thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. And thank you for stopping by. Cats or dogs? Dogs. Next question. I don't know what you mean by Friday because it's Saturday for me. You know, fair enough, J. Hobart. For me, it's still Friday. It's actually like right now, 9:29 on a Friday night. For me, at least. Hi, Zosha. Hi, Mud. Hi, Mud. Hi, Zosha. Hi, Mud. Hi, Zosha. Hi, Mud. Hi, Dylan. Hi, Dylan. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I'm also from Florida. Wow, your avatar is very beautiful. The ears and face make me also looks like something I'd wear. Relatable. Thank you. Well, thank you so much, and I appreciate the compliment so much. Well, welcome, fellow Floridian. I appreciate you being here. I hope your alligator's doing well because my alligator right now is in the shop. I had to I kind of broke its like back right leg, so right now they gotta like tune it up for me a bit. They're actually gonna add like extra scales. They're gonna add high performance scales, so that way the alligator, like when it starts running, like that particular side of the alligator, it's gonna go. It's gonna like scramble on the ground really fast, and it's gonna have that extra mileage. Now, people get confused sometimes when they see an alligator on the streets, and I just tell them, mind your own business, buddy. Regardless, though, much love from one Floridian to another. Thank you for being here. All right, I actually caught up. That's kind of crazy. It's kind of hard for me sometimes to catch up. Hi, Natalie. Welcome back. Hi, Shadow Girl. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. The glass is rubber. I trash cute. You know what? Yeah, actually, hold on. Let me just There we go. See, now I just like put it in a different direction. So now the glass slowly just like. Actually, you know what? Here, let me just pull it out. Ow! Ow! All right, you're staying on the floor. Stay on the floor. It's on the floor now. I'm done with the hammer. I'm done with the hammer, everybody. The hammer's been laid down. I'm done with it. It's hurt me too many times. I can't take any more pain. I swear. I'm tired. Seriously, what's the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? I genuinely don't know. I know crocodiles are in Australia and alligators are in Florida. Or in the United States in general. I think that's the only distinction I can tell you. But from what I gather, they're very, very similar reptiles. Maybe one's, I think, wider than the other. I don't really know the distinction personally. I would have to do some more research myself. All I know is that we have gators all over the place, and that's all I care about, really. I'm tired. Bye, Shadow Girl. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Muzan. Muzan! You're the one that did the Infinity Castle thing. But you know what? I appreciate you being here. But I'm on to you. Thanks for stopping by, though. You also play VR chat? Then you should join my VR chat group. Or my Discord server first, and then my VR chat group second. If anything, I always like to host VR chat events, and I'd love to have you there sometime if you'd like to join. Hi, Blue Hand. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. I actually caught up to chat. Holy cow. Hi, Mud Dog again. Who would win, an Uwu cat or me/Muzan? Muzan, aren't you like the demon lord or whatever? Like, you pretty much would kill whatever you want. So that Uwu cat, if you're talking about me, I don't do the Uwu. I mean, I could do it, though. Uwu? Not again, though. Only once. Once per live stream. Only once per live stream. Whew. You don't remember me? Punches you in the face. Dodged it. I dodged it. Sorry. You gotta be quicker than that. You gotta wake up a little bit earlier to catch me on that one. I'll tell you that much. My username is easier. It's Ace. Thank you, Ace. I appreciate that clarification. If I do see you again, I'll make sure I remember that. The mind flare is what I think from Stranger Things. Yeah. I know. First off, hi Liam. I appreciate you being here. And second off, I recall someone said the mind flare was in Stranger Things, but that's like spoiler stuff. I need to not be spoilered. I'm gonna watch Stranger Things someday, just not yet. I need to have someone to watch content with, so I'll probably try to find someone to watch content with, and then I'll go from there if anything, you know. I went snowboarding. I'm gonna ask my crush out. Ooh, very nice, Blue Hand. I do wish you best of luck at asking out your crush. I do hope it goes well for you. Hi, Melody. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Hi. I throw a crocodile at your face for absolutely no reason. Hold this for me. Woo! Dodged it. You guys throw things at me, I'm dodging it. I'm telling you right now. It's all going to get dodged. How do you go live in VR? So, Natalie, I actually have to use something called OBS, and then I have to so in VR chat in particular, there's something called the stream camera, and the stream camera allows it so I can basically like show my TV screen, show my monitor screen to you guys, because OBS is specifically recording my monitor screen. And when I have the stream camera on, it's specifically showing, the game window is specifically showing what you see on the camera right now. If I turn that off, I'll show you just for demonstrative purposes. If I turn that off, this is what you'll see. You'll see me. I'm currently in VR right now, and this is effectively what you would get. Like, you can see around, and you can see what I'm looking at, on top of seeing my hands, my body, and everything else, really. This is what I've been live streaming in. But overall, I show you guys this so you understand the transparency of the whole matter. But I guarantee you right now, I think right now you guys are sideways because I'm doing short form video. So with that being said, I'm actually gonna do this. I'm back. Yeah, I didn't want to do it here. I gotta turn it the other way around. No, like this. Is that correct? Is that correct? Yeah, I didn't want to do it for too long because I'm pretty sure you guys were like sideways. But at the very least, I want to show you what it looked like. But this is how I live stream in VR chat personally. So I hope that if anything that somewhat answers your question. Regardless though, OBS is the thing, and I have to use my PC in PC VR to be able to do so. And there's a bunch of other software that I have to have open for my face tracking, for my full body tracking. Excuse me, and my microphone and all this kind of stuff. It's just a bunch of things. So it's a lot to explain, but for the most part, I won't really go into detail about it. I gave you the basic answer, which is just OBS. So I hope that answers your question. If I have an iron deficiency, I don't know, Ludo. Maybe you probably should actually consult your doctor before you do that. Actually, it's hammer time. Hi, Blue Dude. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. And hi, Bo Cook. I appreciate you being here too. Thank you for stopping by. Currently playing football. Yeah, I'm still going to get 3 more matches into trouble. Basically winning 2 choices in 1 season. Good luck, Poocher Gobs. I wish you best of luck in your matter. Punches you, and you fall to the ground. Ha! Get punched. Dodged it. I'm just good at dodging things, guys. You try to throw something my way, I'm just going to go. Dodged. It's like an anime dodge, you know? I'm an anime girl after all. I just do anime dodges. Just dodged. Hi, Bob Saget. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Alligators and crocodiles have a few differences. Alligators have a U-shaped snout, while crocodiles have a V-shaped snout. Other than that, but that's the easiest. You know, Ace, I actually appreciate that. I legitimately did not know the difference, but that clarification really does help. So, thank you, actually. That does help a lot. Thank you so much. Whew. Throws a Sprite the roller. Thanks. I was pretty thirsty anyways. I wish I had a... I would just do random roleplay shit. It's funny. Like, doing random roleplay shit's kind of funny, honestly. But if you guys try to hit me, I'm just gonna go... Dodged. Hi, Lorenzo. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Throws myself at you for a hug. Hug. Yeah! I would catch the hug, that's for sure. I am not opposed to hugs. I just don't like doing too many at one point in time, if that makes sense. So I don't mind hugs. I really don't. I think they're really cute and they're adorable. That's for sure. Do Sonic? Do Sonic? Hi, Nana. I appreciate you being here. You mean like a Sonic voice? That's no good. Chili dog. If I wanted to be a super speedster, I would. My name is Sonic the Hedgehog. Ka-chow. Sonic. That's freaking Lightning McQueen from Cars. Gotta go fast. You're too slow. All right, I'm done with that. I'm done. I hope that someone helped with the impressions. Fly me to therapy. I wish I could, honestly. Hey, man, I'm a huge fan of yours. I've been watching since the day you created this channel. I was the 4th person to subscribe to your channel. Please send me a shout out. Lorenzo, I do appreciate that very, very much. Thank you so much. I'm very appreciative of everybody who has supported me from the very beginning up until now. And I'm very glad that you had the opportunity to come back and say hi to me again. So, Lorenzo, I do hope everything's going well for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for being here. It does mean a lot. You were technically one of the people who has helped me basically help formulate what I am these days. with your support, with the fact that you clicked subscribe, it did mean a lot to me because it gave me the engagement and the encouragement to continue to keep going forward. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being able to watch me grow. And if anything, I do hope you yourself are doing well. I really do mean that. Thank you. I'm going to try to play Red Hot VR. Well, try your best, Fire. I hope you do well. Grab you and hold you up to a wall. Say something I'm telling you, your dad. Dodged. I dodged the grab. I'm dodging. I'm dodging. If you try to restrain me, you try to frame me, you try to hurt me, you try to punch me, you try to throw things at me. Dodged. Hi, USXR. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Man, imagine the world we were out of nowhere became made a VTuber song parody. Honestly, considering how random Weird Al is, I wouldn't put it past him to potentially make a VTuber video. He makes fun of a lot of things. He made fun of a lot of very popular songs way back in the day. I don't really know what he's up to these days, but God bless that man. That man's a fantastic man. Hey son, I'm so disappointed. Hi, the baby Shrek. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. You're so disappointed. Well, I'm sorry. Don't be disappointed. Alright, anyways, I'm sorry I was like starting to really expedite chat because I do want to try to like get off. My eyes are kind of burning. Regardless though, I am no longer reading chats. So if anything, I just want to let you all know that so you can have that expectation in your head, because now what I want to do is make sure I take my time and my opportunity to thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for just taking the time to enjoy your moments here. I do genuinely hope you all enjoyed your time here. Whether you stayed from the very beginning, whether you stayed to the very end, or you stayed for a very long period of time. It means so much to me that you actually do want to watch me, that you want to do engage my content, that you actually want to take the time to just vibe and relax and have fun. Like, don't get me wrong, there are some interesting people that joined earlier, and people with insults, some weird gooners, don't get me wrong, but overall, that's the fun of it. This is the beauty of live streaming, and I'm very happy that I get to have the opportunity to be able to reach out to lovely people such as yourself. So, thank you so much for being here, and I always say one thing before I end my live streams. Before you, whether today or maybe in your coming days, please take the time, please take the time to find appreciation to one person, whether it's a friend, a family member, a coworker, a schoolmate, anybody in between. Please take the time, show that one piece of appreciation. Give them that compliment. Give them that time of day. Just let them know, hey, I appreciate you for being my friend. Or, hey, I appreciate you, mom and dad. You will be surprised what it can do for them. It will make the world of difference. And so long as you do that for me, you yourself are being a beacon of light, and you are making a difference every day by making the world a more positive place. Please do that for me. That's all I can really ask for. But regardless, thank you all so much for spending time with me. Thank you all for being here. And if anything, I'm really glad we had the chance to relax, chill, vibe, have fun, and overall just be ourselves on this random Friday night. Truly and wholeheartedly, thank you all, everybody, and I hope you have a fantastic night. Take care now.